we've had let's say the woof, which I've gone to appreciate since
Wait a minute.
Cosmic
Did you
kind of
call it
taught
the
me
wolf?
about
The
The wolf.
wolf.
the woof.
The wolf wolf.
The woof
What would you
woof.
call it?
Yeah.
A
Wolf.
woof.
Wolf.
I would call it a wolf with an L. I'd put an L in there.
Did you
Oh
notice?
my
Does the new
god.
wolf not have the stupid fin in the back?
That's
It's
I
that's
still there.
another
tripped.
new
It's
ship we didn't get
they
to
put
talk
a
about.
they put a
Oh
button on
God!
there so you can retract it whenever you want.
You can
Yeah,
put
it's
your
So
good.
kickstand
It's not
there.
retractable.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna put this in the beginning. For everyone, this is the end of the show, but I'm gonna put it in the beginning, okay? Just so
Mess with
everyone
people's
hears it.
sense
The
of
new
time.
that
the
way,
new wolf doesn't
woof
have
woof.
the underfin. It's got
No
like a
pee pee.
different fin. Yeah, no
The new
pee-pee.
what?
No pee
The
pee.
wolf.
The
Wolf.
new wolf.
No
Wolf
pee pee
wolf.
woof. It's been neutered.
Woo.
No
I
more
took it to the
kickstand.
vet.
No.
How's it gonna stay
You like
upright when
to
it parks?
howl like a wolf on his wolf.
Wait, hold on,
His wolf
Wicked.
and his wolf.
I'll just say, if you pet it very nicely, you might still see its
You
fin.
might make the little thing pop out.
The thing is, though, now that you say that, I can't unsee it. You're absolutely right.
The reclaimer. Let's talk about that first, because I was going to go in a totally different direction.
You can make as much money as you need and work your way towards any ship in the game.
They were trying to cash in off of that nostalgia and that hype. We have an intro.
Yeah, you don't watch it. That's the thing. You have no idea. You have no idea of the troubles I've been going through.
Man, I'm living it. What am I going to watch it for? I'm living it.
Living it, living life, living the day. Welcome to Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. Happy to have you here. Happy to have everybody here on this very special day. Duke, why is today so special?
Day before the big IAE.
Day before the big IAE. International Aerospace Expo. Sure.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. It's a week before the day before Thanksgiving here in America.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is it your birthday? Did I miss it? It was your birthday?
No.
Okay.
It's not my birthday.
Oh, you mean the thing.
Levski?
The Star Citizen thing. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, man. Today
I
the
wouldn't know.
Levski patch dropped.
Well, I'm still sitting in the queue, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. How long you been in there?
I don't know. I apparently still have an hour and 22 minutes.
And can I tell you something about that hour 22 minutes?
Yeah.
It is accurate.
Really?
It is very close to accurate.
What if I just X out and try again? Can I get into like the secret queue and go
So
right through?
I did that. I X'd out and tried again, and it brought me right back into where I was. So persistence.
Yeah, there's fucking persistence, man.
Yeah. Everything persists in Star
Right.
Citizen now.
We were so excited when they told us they were going to bring persistence, but we didn't stop to consider all the implications.
Well, the thing is you're trying to cut the line.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing here. You're like, oh, if I log out, log back in, maybe you'll put me in a shorter line, this and that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm looking for special treatment.
Well, that queue you're in is only for the character creator. So it only brings you to like the biotech corp. And then after that, you can pop in and out. It's as though they have like one server that is like hosting the character creator. And then
they only have so much people goo that they can use. There's only so many people printers. So you gotta wait in line.
Yes, you've lored it up, baby.
Yeah. You gotta have the lore on there. We're all in line waiting for our people printer. And they just gotta reload the people goo between each person. That's why, folks.
Heard it here first. Citizen's people goo. I didn't realize how dirty that was until. Anyway, you were right on the money the first time, though. It is on the eve of IAE. Usually a very exciting time when all these new ships are released and you go to the show floor and you get to see all the cool new ships. This year, same as last year, though. we know what they all are. Every single ship has been leaked, released, what have you.
Unless you're not watching the leaks, then you don't know. Right? There are good little
Oh.
boys and girls out there who don't watch the leaks. They're not listening, so they get to
Well, like
show
it's
up.
all over
you know.
Reddit.
Nobody uses Reddit.
Oh, it's Reddit. Reddit's old. Reddit's like MySpace now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm totally on there, but I'm old, so.
Well,
What do the
I saw the
kids
leaks,
use?
and I saw Duke.
You're blowing my mind.
What
I'm
do
like,
you? What
wait,
do you? Yeah,
wait.
know your
They're not
audience.
on.
What?
They're not on
How?
MySpace. They're not on
They're on
Facebook.
Roblox. Roblox.
Roblox, right? Right.
Roblox.
They're all on
Yeah.
Roblox
Yeah, they're on Roblox.
with the predators.
All right, Duke. Jesus fuck, man.
I
Oh boy.
think we're off
So
topic.
speaking of
Reel it in.
predators, CIG's new ship sale going on this week. And I saw the leaked ships. I was one of the few who did see them on the internet, which prompted this
Mhm.
week's question:
Yeah,
where
lay
the
it on me.
ship is my new ship?
Where the ship is your new ship, dude? Where's my ship?
And also Windows.
Also, Windows.
Look, I'm just gonna say right up front before we got some callers, so we're gonna bring them in. But Duke, right up front, these ships, they're all good. They're all fine, and we'll talk about them. Specifically, the Drake one, I think, is a really good middle between the Herald and the Corsair. Like it shows you the design language of how you get
Yeah,
from the Herald to the Corsair.
right.
All really well made. I don't want any of them.
I would say bland, a little bland. I don't think the new Drake ship is ugly enough. And that's I'll put that in before we open it up to the public, who, let's be honest, with our history may have some very out there opinions on these things, but we'll see.
Yeah. Are there any of these new ships that you were like really impressed by so far?
No. I mean, other than the Perseus, I just found them, like I said, just kind of bland. I'm like, meh.
Okay.
Like they might have some very good functionality, but the soul doesn't speak to me.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's all you have, Duke, I think we're going to bring on our first guest from the audience. I'm doing little things differently in the back end today, so bear with me if shit goes down. We're going to start off with this blue guy here. I know he's got something to say about the ships. We're going to bring up Lord Anubis. So, Lord Anubis, when you're ready, you just click that you're ready. I gave you an invite and just pop on in here.
Oh man, extra
I liked it
steps.
better. So yeah, this way I don't just pull people up. They get like an invite and they click it. So that way they like they don't get caught off guard. But
Good.
I
If you're
gotta
calling
say,
in, please don't
Wow.
drink and call so that you can appear. we got
Well,
you working now.
Lord Anubis, welcome to Open Comms Radio, your citizen call-in show. Where the ship is my new ship.
you're making me press buttons and shit and volunteering and having consent. This is weird. Anyways, where's your ship?
Yeah.
Your ship is currently sitting in the cloud, which is just another person's computer. Jeff Bezos' computer. That's where your ship is.
No. It's where the ship is my new ship, meaning you. So you're asking yourself the question this week.
Oh, my ship's on the Amazon servers as well. It's there. You know. I mean, that's just where it is.
So then
As
where's your
far
money?
where's my money?
Mm.
Trying to keep me to stay alive.
Hmm.
You know.
That's
You know.
boring.
I told Wicket this morning. I was like, yeah, this may be my last meal before Thanksgiving. Things are getting really tight, but damn, that Perseus.
You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, if the money was flowing and everything, I'd be looking at that too. I mean, it's one of the few uniquely new ships. I mean, it's meant to be basically a space tank, and that's something that we haven't really had with capitals, to be honest. I mean, so it's good to have something that's going to balance out just someone showing up and I'm in my Idris, everybody has to bow down now. Like there will be an actual threat that won't be something that, they can just kind of just skirt off. And I think that's exciting. Everything else is, as Duke said, just another ship. And
Yeah.
one of them just looks like if Elon Musk drew a bat.
Which one is that?
Yeah, the Drake.
Bats. Yeah, okay. I guess I can see it looking like it looks like a bat that fell from the ceiling and landed on the floor of the cave and is flopping around on its back.
Yeah, it's a cyber bat.
Yeah. I stand by my statement earlier. It's not ugly enough. I think they needed to make it a little uglier for it to cross that line into like a pug dog where it's so ugly it's
Yeah.
cute. And it needed to be
Yeah.
a little bit uglier.
So just for our listeners, what ship are we talking about right now? The Drake. What's it called?
Cutlass.
Are you talking about the Cutlass? I thought you were talking about the new one.
Well, no. Yeah, that is what
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Isn't that what no, it's not called
The
it's
Clipper.
called
Not
the
Clipper.
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 The Clipper.
Clipper.
So
Thank
it's supposed to
you.
be a very fast ship if it's following
Oh,
the lore.
look. Well, if
of
you see the stream right now,
real
I just
life.
Googled Drake Clipper and a bunch of shavers came up.
We should get some beard trimmers with the Drake logo on there.
There you go. Straight
Yeah.
Clipper Star Citizen.
Well, make sure it's one of those manscaping ones.
Yeah, definitely. It's got if it's not like completely covered in just like Dr. Squash things and things like that, it's not worth it.
So Anubis, what is your ship that's missing from the lineup so far? Something that hasn't been released, maybe hasn't been announced. What are you
The
longing for?
F9A.
Oh, get out of
No,
here. Who's
you know
next?
what? I'm
Move down.
I'm not really yearning for more ships at the moment because there's a pretty good selection. I'd like to see them do more. Like this is a big universe, and I'm assuming that people are buying these ships like they're buying cars, right? Like everybody just gets their ship and they fly around. I would like to see more variations of like, well, this is the 2005 model, this is the 2006 model. It got a new front end or
Oh,
whatever.
you hear
Minor
that, Chris?
things that
Make a minor change to the brake lights, and you can sell as another Perseus next year.
you know what? That's fine. If it funds your thing and people are willing to buy it, that's fine because it's completely voluntary. People forget that part. It's completely
They do.
voluntary, and then they put the things in the game. You can get
Well,
it with money. I mean, like
some
in-game
people
money.
can't control themselves, though.
Well, that's their problem. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really their problem, and it is fairly annoying when people are like, oh, they wanted, it's like they got to keep it running. It is a steady every company like this nowadays has to
Mhm.
do this. They have to have a steady stream of income. And this is the way it works.
And no
It's
one's got a
not any,
gun to their head, making them make the purchase.
it's a $45 game. That's a better deal than
Yeah.
anything you can get out there on the market, especially for a game of this scope. And I mean, it's either $45 or $30,000. It's one of those. So,
well, I'm somewhere in
yeah.
between there, but
Somewhere along that line.
yeah, I'm somewhere in there. So let's stay on the Drake Clipper for a minute. I think of all the new ships, this was the ugliest, but the most creative. And like I said earlier, I like how it sits between. It kind of tells the story of Drake. Like you see, like if you get the Herald, it's just like one engine and a cockpit basically, and then the Clipper, it's like it's a two-story kind of thing, and it has a medbed, a little bit of cargo space. Supposedly you can like do some data in it. Like it's got like a little bit of everything in this ship. So for a single
I'll
person,
say
it's like a really, really good ship to
I
start with.
don't like the medbed being in there.
Yeah.
I feel gypped. I feel ripped off.
I just feel because like you said, okay, it's the transition, right, between like the Herald and the Cutlass. It's like
Yeah.
Herald,
Yeah.
Cutlass, Clipper, and then up to the Corsair, and it's like, well, okay, well, why did we added a med bed at the Clipper, and then dropped it for the Corsair, even though the Corsair is supposed to
Yeah.
be a long distance exploration vessel. I just feel like there's not a lot of logic in where they decide to stick a med bed. I also just don't like when ships are too good at everything, right?
Yeah,
Because you get those
right.
people who are constantly chasing the meta. It's like I have to have the best ship at everything. And it's like, well, just some ships are going to suck at some things, and I think that's good. That's what keeps the universe interesting. That's what keeps everyone from. We're not all flying around in. Let's say it was the 300i, whatever reason. Um, that would be boring.
Well, the
Yeah.
good news is they haven't done that. Supposedly the Clipper sucks at everything. So,
Okay,
but it
that's
has a med
reassuring.
bed.
but it has
But
a
it
med
does
bed.
have the med bed.
Dude, having the Zeus, I feel the same way. Having the Zeus exploration, I thought for sure that would come with a med bed, and then it didn't. I was like, okay, I see like where the game's going with this. And then they released this thing, and it's got a little med bed in it.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
That's the thing. Like it should be tied to the lore, because otherwise, like, what's if we're just talking about practicality, right? A tier 3 med bed apparently doesn't take so much space or so much energy, computing power, whatever, that a ship like the Clipper can't have it. Then therefore, there's no reason why a ship like the Corsair would not have it. If you were talking about a verse, which we try to have, where starships are designed by logical companies who are trying to sell a good product and make money and make good starships, then it's like, well, what's the reason? It would be like them making a Dodge, a Dodge hatchback, which comes with seatbelts, and then they make a Dodge family minivan and it doesn't come with seatbelts.
Yeah. I mean, this is all style, no function, just trying to be as bland and as appealing to starters as possible. I mean, we could see that,
Yeah.
but you can't make it limits their experience when they don't strive for more. And if they think everything is just fine, okay, I might want to get a bigger ship or anything like that. But when you don't give them that taste of specializing in the beginning, and just not as fun, I don't think. They'd stay in this ship longer than they would need to, because would you feel the need to do anything else if you don't not interested in PvP and you're just gonna fly around in this thing?
Well, I'm the guy. I don't want to fly around in giant ships all the time either. Like, I don't even want to own. I don't want to own a giant ship. I just don't. It doesn't appeal to me. It seems like too much.
Yeah, but this looks like a flying harvester, like grain harvester, and it could lose one wing. I'll tell you what, lose the other wing. So there's like one wing sticking out. Perfect.
Okay.
Something.
Oh,
Make
and
it
then
uglier.
you're
I want it
sold.
uglier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I
Okay.
want it to be uglier.
I
It
like that.
needs
It's
to
ugly.
be jankier in order for it to be lovable for me. I'd say don't take away a wing, add like 5 more.
That could work.
All right. All right.
When it flaps.
Yes.
All right. Well,
That's part
we're
of the
gonna bring our
control
next
surfaces.
gentleman here. We're gonna bring on Wicket at the moment. Wicket
Wicket at the moment.
needs to apologize. He needs to really, I think, he's been on the show long enough. He's been such a big part of it. But given how we've lost our sponsorship just because of the words he'd said, Wicket has prepared a statement for us that he will read live on air. Wicket, whenever you're ready, you can come on in, show your consent, and come on in here and please read us your Cruise Lux apology.
Citizens, long-time
Citizen.
listener, occasional, maybe last-time caller.
Ooh.
Wicket,
Come
I
to my
believe you've,
attention that
prepared
somehow
something. Yeah.
I've been roped into giving some kind of apology for what I have no idea.
I think
But the
what
only
it's
thing
for.
I can assume is the fact that there have been some radicals indicating that Cruise Lux may contain slam, and I have from the beginning said that that is not true. Cruise Lux is a delicious, thirst-fulfilling drink. Children and families consume it all over the verse, and I apologize that anyone had even mentioned slam in Cruise Lux.
Is that what it was about? I thought families loved slam.
So
Yeah,
there
pretty
you
sure it was
go.
the opposite. Wicked. That doesn't sound like a pre-approved script.
Well, see, here's where you're wrong. That is the approved script. That's the only thing I'll ever say about Cruise Lux. Cruise Lux has been in my family pantry for years. It's in all of our ships when we go out exploring and mining
Yeah.
and killing, whatever the case may be.
Killing.
If there was
Speak-
a little wicket running around, he'd
Mhm.
be tied to a bottle of Cruise Lux without slam.
Yub yub.
Speaking of Cruise Lux Wicket, last week on the show, you had trouble finding it in Nick's. You've now, I assume, you found the Cruise Lux.
Yes, it's available on level 00 in the cargo center shop, but today it was out of stock. You know, there was an inundation of new souls coming to Levski.
Breaking
So I had to
news.
go all the way down to level 03 at the shop there at the refinery. Luckily, there was a massive stock. They were actually overstocked. It was on sale. I grabbed a couple of hundred actually, just to make sure I wouldn't run out.
Could I get one of
yeah.
those?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
We got a couple hundred of them.
Well, yeah, I know, but you know, you never can tell. This is Levski. It's like a half-finished
Yeah, I went
system out here.
upstairs.
You never know. You might not
Well, I
get
went upstairs
restocked
to get
for a whole
one.
patch.
Yeah, someone said someone bought all of them. And I saw you running out with handfuls, so I was just wondering if, since you bought all of the Cruise Lux and you have so many of them, if you would just be willing to share a little.
I'll think about it.
Well, Wicket, where the ship is my new ship.
I don't know, man. I refuse to purchase any new ships. We have so many knuckleheads in our guild that are buying these ships left and right. I'm sure I'll get a ride on one of them and get a chance to try it out. Why should I spend my money?
Have
Just
any
a
of these new
reminder
ships
to our
caught your eye?
listeners.
What's that?
Sorry, Duke, go ahead.
Just a reminder to our listeners that when Wicket refers to a guild, he's usually referring to an org.
No, we're a guild. And we even have a guild master.
So have any of these ships, Wicket, appealed to you?
I like the Clipper.
Everyone likes the Clipper.
It's unique. It's a little bit something different. It's, you know, from an awesome manufacturer, Drake. I tell you, if I had my druthers, there would have been one thing that I would have asked for from CIG, Chris Roberts, and Sandy.
What's that?
I would have spent money if they would have come out with some sort of module for the Mirai Guardian MX. That's my current ship I daily. I know it's not the greatest ship. Some people might think it's ugly. I don't know. I'm stuck on it. I like it. It's my ship. I'm not apologizing for it.
No, you don't
The
have.
only
I think
thing
it's
I
a cool
wish
ship,
there's a
dude.
lot of empty space inside that ship. If they could have brought us like a bathroom module, a bunk module, mainly the bunk module, so I could log out in it. You know, that would have been amazing.
I thought there was a bunk in that.
Yeah, you'd think.
Really? The Prospector has a bunk in a toilet.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Is there space in that thing to carry some cargo or like a one
Yeah,
SCU,
I mean
4
you
SCU?
can, but it's all a pain in the ass to load up. I mean, it's
Mhm.
it's literally a fighter ship, but a fighter ship with this much size in it, you'd think that, come on, guys, let's these guys are going to be on long patrol. We need to
Right.
allow them to, you know, bunk up.
Bunk
Keep
up,
them
and if
from
you
having
find
to
some goodies,
return to station. You can just take the old nap in the ship, and then you can get back to patrolling and killing.
yeah.
It's like the
Okay.
third time you've mentioned killing people on your trips, Wicked.
Listen, I've been doing these new missions, and all I do is kill. I got it on the mind. I'm in one
That's
right
all
now.
there is, baby. That's all there is killing right now. They teased all that stuff in Nick's about the going under the ground to the sewers or whatever it is.
I tell you, these guys have perfect aim.
The NPCs.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
it's pretty crazy.
Well, I'm pretty much waiting for a new consolidated Outland ship. I'll just say it before we
Why?
go to our next guy. Because here's the thing. It's just all RSI and Drake, dude, for like 2 years now. RSI,
Yeah.
Drake, RSI. You get a one little Crusader ship here and there. You know, they throw in the Spirit. They throw in a couple copies of fighters that already exist, right? We get the Vandal. That's pretty cool. But other than that, it's all RSI and Drake, and I'm over it, dude.
Hey, there's the Shiv.
Yeah, but
That's just more Drake, dude.
Yeah. That's
Well,
Drake, but
right.
cheaper. It's true, and I like the consolidated Outland ships we've
The
got.
Shiv is Drake light. It's almost like some investor that loves Drake or ISI got to
Yeah, I
pick
mean-
out the new ships. You know, some oil prints probably.
Oh yeah, they're fucking. Could you imagine? That's why we're getting so many like gold paints. All right. Wicked, anything else to contribute to this conversation?
Probably not, but you never know what could come
Very
up.
well, Lord Nubis.
I'm kind of preoccupied right now, man. This is like crazy.
What are you playing?
I'm flying, man. I'm flying. I'm killing. I'm shooting.
My ETA has
I
gone up.
think I started sweating.
So, just for everyone listening right now, Wicked's out there having a good old time shooting at Vandal, I assume, or whatever, sweating. Duke is and has been in the waiting room for how long now?
About an hour already. Ever since finished with the adulting tasks, and I sat down and still here.
Anubis, have you gotten into the patch yet?
I have not. I got off work at 4:30, and then it took me about 45 minutes to get home. So and I had to go to the store. So
you're okay.
I do
I
have
can
an
make it more
announcement.
boring if you'd like.
All
I
right,
have an
real quick.
announcement. It's all about me, and it's all important.
Yeah.
I've made it to applicant and Intersect Defense Solutions rep.
Nice.
They're brutal. It's
Congratulations.
brutal out here in Levski.
Okay. Well, congratulations and thank you for that information. We're going to bring on our next guest who's invited to speak. He just has to sign the consent form. Oh, he did that quick, dude. You didn't even read it, buddy. You didn't even fucking. Where the ship is my new ship, Cosmic Hobo?
Well, it's currently waiting for tomorrow.
Are you
I want
teasing
the
me? Did you hear me about the Consolidated Outland ship?
Yeah, I heard you. It's yeah, we need more consolidated Outland ships. I want to see consolidated Outland ships, and I particularly want to see more Origin because I love Origin.
So-
I'm done with seeing more of the same like 2 or 3 manufacturers.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were teasing me
No.
when you said it's coming out tomorrow.
No,
No, you
sorry,
just meant IAE.
I mean, if we're talking about IAE ships and even slightly beyond IAE, no consolidated Outland. Sorry, not that has been leaked so far.
Oh, you mean even slightly beyond IE? You mean like Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to see any.
I don't think
No
they're working on
consolidated
it this
Outland.
year.
So I'm stuck in my Zeus for basically the
Yep.
foreseeable future, right?
You could get another RSI ship because
No.
that seems
Why?
to be the next ship after all the
Get outta
IAE
here.
stuff is another RSI ship,
Get
and
out of
it's not
here.
even a new one either. It's a variant.
A very. Okay, spoiler. Duke, do the spoiler thing.
Spoilers.
This is a
warning.
spoiler.
Spoilers. This is a spoiler. Warning. Was that the
There
thing?
you
I think
go.
that was the thing. All right.
What's this variant? What that you speak of?
It's the RSI Hermes. It's a variant of the
Oh,
Apollo.
okay, that's a data runner. So supposedly we'll
Well,
have data running with that.
Probably worse, since probably just cargo.
Oh, it's just an Apollo cargo variant.
That seems to be what the leaks have been saying so far. Yep, there's been. I'll talk to you later about where that data running came from, but let's just say that was not a reliable source.
Oh, was there someone posing as a CIG dev
Yes.
and infiltrated some organization? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
We
it
should maybe
Wicked?
do a PSA here. No, it's not
Don't
Wicked.
don't
Nobody
impersonate
would.
CIG
No,
I think it was Wicked.
they'd be
unless
like,
your
"There's
name's
no
Jens.
way. There's no way we're
Was
gonna let
it
this old
true?
man in our company here speak publicly." Although maybe they have Jared.
We invite him to speak publicly every week.
Yes,
Yeah.
every Wednesday starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Keep it on your calendar.
Keep it on your
Open comes.
calendar.
Tune in.
Yeah,
for
anyone can join the
Wicked.
call anytime they choose. This is an open call show. Everybody knows that. But back to the ships of IE. Hobo, are there any of these ships of IE that have particularly interested you? And please don't say the Clipper.
God no. The Perseus. That's the only one that really has my attention, other than the MDC, the little MTC variant, because it's got
Little
Oh, right.
Warthog.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that.
I know there's so many other ships that have not been brought up yet. We could go down the whole list.
Well, let's start with the Warthog here. What is it called? The MDC?
Yes. Wouldn't the Cyclone be a better, Warthog comparison?
Is it the MTC or MDC?
We already have the MTC.
Okay. So the MDC is this. It's basically a Warthog, dude.
Go look at the Cyclone though, and go, wait a minute, that's the Warthog.
It could be, but it's a car with a gun on the back of it,
Yeah, it's
right?
specifically a car with a PDC on the back of it.
Yeah.
A PDC.
What does that stand for? What does that mean?
Point
Public
defense.
display of contempt.
Yeah, it's just got a big billboard on the back of it
Yeah.
that's like, egg,
The opposite of a PDA.
you.
Can I get
Eh.
PDAs on my ship? That would be cool.
And we get real PDA when it comes to getting in any sort of the Pisces kind of car, and we get real nice up and close and personal then.
There it is. I got it on screen for you guys here. Yeah, I like the tires on it. Honestly though, I don't care about ground vehicles. There's no reason for them still.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care strongly about, if we had to have a strongly care about anything this IAE, it's the Perseus, hands down. There's nothing else that has been leaked or teased or anything so far that actually has my attention, that other than the Perseus.
Right.
So, how do you perceive the Perseus actually performing in the verse? And obviously, the big thing everyone's talking about is what do you think is going to happen when a Perseus meets an Idris?
It depends on the type of Idris. If it's the M, it will die, one shot, so won't last long. You're gonna need pack tactics. It's not gonna solo it very well if it goes up against an Idris. But if it's up against the laser Idris, the P with a laser, yeah, I
Plazer.
think it could. The Pazer, yeah, the Pazer Idris. I think it can dodge well enough that it will be a serious threat to a laser Idris. But to an M, one shot and you're dead. You can dodge a laser enough that your shield is going to recover. You won't die immediately. But the M, one of those railgun shots, boom, done. It's no contest.
I heard that on the Perseus, the giant gun on the bow there.
Plural.
Well, the giant guns, yeah, the turret. I heard those were specifically put on by Chris Roberts. I heard they were a size lower than what they are, and he was like, "No, make them bigger," and they
Bigger.
look ridiculous. But I don't know. I
They
guess it
look
makes
good.
sense. Why wouldn't you have the biggest guns you possibly can?
Yeah. It also probably was easier for the devs to move over the Javelin turrets if they're just like, okay, it's the same size.
Oh, you think it's a practical thing?
Yeah.
It would certainly help.
Well, they included the little miniguns on the roof. Like, this picture that you have doesn't. Well, you can see them. I think you can kind of see them there.
Doesn't do
on
justice.
the top there.
Uh,
Poorly made the interior. What are these people talking about? What's wrong with these people on the internet? These are all
well, you know what
concept
I
art.
say. Never listen to anybody on the internet.
Yeah, these are from 6 months ago. This is old concept art.
That's old
There's not a
concept
lot of new pics out yet. Oh, they're gonna be flooding the internet the next couple days.
So, Hobo,
hmm
where's your new ship?
It's sitting
If
in
it's
that
not
chain.
here. Oh
Sitting
yeah.
in that CCU chain, waiting for. Well, okay. I have two routes. I have a potential CCU chain that I'd love to cannibalize for other stuff, or I have an old 24-month insurance merchantman that I'm fine with it being just a 10-year-old Perseus. So, or 10-year insurance Perseus. So like those are my two sort of routes I could go to get it. So I have options. I just need to wait to see what the war bond turns out to be tomorrow.
So you are going to get the Perseus. Very, very
Oh yes,
interesting.
I am going to get it.
Okay, so CIG,
Absolutely
you've
gonna
done your
get it.
job.
But I
You've
planned
done
this
your
months
job.
ago. Like this was
Oh,
actually
really?
a year ago now. Yeah,
No.
like it was last year when they did the Perseus war bond. And if you're into CCU chaining, you know that was an amazing war bond. Like it was ridiculously good. We don't get a lot of concept war bonds because that's a double dipping for discounts because a war bond is a discount, but when a ship releases, it goes up in price. So like do the math in your head, a $5 discount becomes like a $10 discount because of the war bond, then like a $20 discount because of the price increase. Because every time a ship comes out, the price goes up for that ship. It's how that works.
Okay, but I mean, you're saving $20, and how much have you spent?
Oh no, I'm saving way more than that. That was just
Oh
an
yeah.
example.
Okay. Big savings here from our good friend Cosmic Hobo. No longer homeless. Now he can live inside his Perseus.
Now I'm just cosmic.
So we're not going to get any more consolidated Outland ships. That really upsets me. Maybe we'll get some more Kruger because they are making some Krugers.
Ooh,
However,
Kruger capital
we
ship.
slow your roll, buddy. We do
Oh.
have one more of those silhouettes left.
That is true. And that looks like a consolidated Outland silhouette. Actually,
Which
okay.
silhouette? Can you bring it up?
So last year, yeah, I'll bring it up. I'll find it. Let's see.
We actually
Star
have a
Citizen.
couple of those left. Because we know what the Clipper is. Because that's the wing one that everyone's like, that's a Drake ship. And I'm like, yeah, no shit.
This is the one. Boom. Oh, let me move it on here for you.
Like where? Where is it?
Hold on, I got it. Hold on.
right,
I'm doing.
all right.
I told everyone I'm doing everything new today. This is it, right?
Yes, that one.
This is the one we're all thinking about.
Don't know what that is still.
Now, this could be anything.
The little stairs off to the side there.
No, the thing I notice about
landing gear?
this ship is the bottom is very boxy, like very flat and square, which makes me think that maybe this could be modular. If you think of like the Karak, how the bottom of it is very squared and rectangular, and that's to put in those modules. I'm thinking the bottom of this, that's a possibility there.
It can't be too big. There's a guy standing right next to it, so it's got to be something medium.
It's about Zeus size, maybe, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Mhm.
But you could still have a
See that?
module. Why not? Small modules in there. I
It
don't know.
reminds me
That's
of
just
something from Star Wars. I'm trying to find it now. Like some sort of civilian transport that you
Transporter
see.
ship.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
you see in Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
No, not the ones that are escaping from Hoth.
Oh.
More like something you see in the prequels, like around Coruscant, flying around. Uh, it's probably wicked obscure, but I'll see if I find it, I'll show you.
okay. So, I mean, you were very confident there, Hobo, but are you willing to maybe concede that maybe we'll get something that we haven't heard of, that CIG's actually kept the secret?
Maybe. That would be, I wouldn't say a first, because the Golem was pretty much out of nowhere. We had
Okay, because
no
yeah, that was
real.
my question for you: is how often, as our resident leaker, how often have you been really surprised by something like when they announced it?
Maybe once or twice a year, and we're talking like 10 patches a year, so not often.
But in terms of ships, I mean.
Yeah, and that's, yep,
Oh, okay.
sticking to that, because there there's a conspiracy that is likely true that this is all intentional. We are doing their marketing for them, which, of course, the leakers, air quotes, are essentially now just more or less a
Oh
free
yeah,
branch of the marketing department.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, that's not hard to comprehend. It's pretty obvious to some extent, because when we get leaks that CAG wouldn't like, we know because they get very unhappy about it. And it's a big company, it's not a monolith, but you generally get kind of angry spectrum comments from devs who are like, well, that wasn't supposed to be leaked. And I'm just like, okay, well, A, you need your NDAs to mean something for people to actually take them seriously. And the only people that take your NDA seriously work for you. So sorry? I don't know.
I think there's. I mean, look, we know the concept of artificial scarcity,
Hmm.
and I mean, this is kind of an extension of that, is artificial secrecy, and kind of build a mystique around it, kind of build this kind of just community, because we do have to admit, Star Citizen is only one small, like, the game is only one small part of Star Citizen. I mean, it's a much bigger thing on the outside.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that a lot of that is carefully crafted by them. Like, everything from the secrecy to how they do things to placing everybody. It's all to make it appear that they're a, like there's something to covet.
Yeah.
All those silhouettes that they showed us, that was from last year, right?
Yep.
And didn't they say that all of these are going to be revealed before the end of the year this year? Or
Yep.
was that something
They
that I
did.
misunderstood?
Yep.
No, they did, and that's why I'm holding out hope, and that's why when Hobo came on here and was like, "That's it, dude, only RSI," I died a little inside, but then I also had this really vengeful, like, no, no, like this really religious.
But your number one ship is RSI.
My number one ship right now is RSI. It is. It's the Zeus.
Yeah.
But it's not perfect. It's the
got a bed.
interior. It's got
It's
3
got
beds.
multiple beds.
You can log off.
Yeah.
I got one.
I can't wait to see that CO ship come out and Jar Jar just screaming like on the shores of Mustafar, "I hate you!"
I know. I've thought about that. I was like, man, if I don't like that thing, because I've just been waiting since I saw that screenshot. I was like, that looks like a cool fucking ship, dude. Whatever that is, that looks really cool. But it could be a total disappointment. It could have no windows in it.
Windows.
We
need
that'd
windows.
be disappointing. Duke, if this is if you want to get in your soapbox right now, maybe give us a minute.
Yeah, you know
to
what?
see idea of
Wait, before you start, I just want to say the Mirai Guardian series,
Mhm.
the whole cockpit is a window. It's a glass bubble. You're
True.
like in a hamster ball. So if you want windows, there you go.
And now,
from
and now,
the manufacturer who's often maligned for their windows, I might add.
Who? Mirai?
Well, MISC, Mirai being a branch of MISC.
Mirai is its own company, sir. Stop maligning Mirai.
Well, it's it's a
yeah,
subsidiary.
Genesis is its own company too. Sure.
Yeah,
All I
exactly.
can say is, how many more windows do you want? The whole cockpit is a window.
No, that one's good. I mean, just ships in general, we need more windows. Like that
Unbelievable.
silhouette you were showing me, I think like the whole side should be windows. You know what we need more of actually? This goes back to
You know what you want less in
hold on.
spaceships,
Let's go
in
back to
submarines?
talking
You
about
want
these
less
ships
windows.
as though they are designed to be used in this universe by like living people with the constraints that are imposed upon them by the verse, right? All the time we have our ships and we are calling them in hangars that require us to take off vertically. And how many of the ships actually have zero visibility straight up? So you just have to trust the doors are working. Or obviously, you'd have to trust the ATC or somebody in the windows in front of you to let you know that it's actually working. I'd like to see more ships where you're able to, even if you just crane your head and
Can
turn
I
it up a
counter
little bit.
that, please?
No, you can't.
Unbelievable.
You should be able to look and actually confirm that the doors are open, that there's no ship coming in to land on top of you. I think that that's just another example of designing the ships for people who actually live in the verse.
This
You
guy
know,
keeps
Devil's
talking,
advocate.
and he's just reinforcing how
All
bad
right,
he is at driving.
Anubis, you had something you wanted to say?
yes, in 1,000 years in the future, um, realistically, or what is it, 900 years in the future, 925 years I don't know, but anyways,
Give or
it's a
take.
shit
Yep.
ton of years in the future, and they should have like transporters and crap by now, but apparently they got CRT monitors on their ships. But realistically, windows are a horrible idea in space if you really think about it.
Yeah, but not in Star
Because
Citizen. The windows are like, what is
anything
it, like
you hit,
hardened diamond or something?
it's
Transparent steel.
it's transparent steel. Then why wouldn't they make the entire ship out of it
Well,
and have it
that
like
is the
with the
question,
Wonder
right?
Woman, the
Because they did that
where
in
there
the
are
lore.
invisible
They said that the windows are no less structurally sound than like the rest of the ship. It's like, well, then why is it not all windows? I mean, sure,
I
make
mean,
it opaque glass around the shit bucket, but everywhere
hey,
else, let us see.
let's have the crystal entity just flying around in space. I'd love that. There does
So
need to be some artistic ships.
Ay,
We don't
ay,
have
ay.
enough of that. That is true.
maybe the issue is that the transparent steel is actually extremely expensive,
I mean,
right?
they can just like farm bunkers all day and
Yeah, so there's always more criminals
bunkers.
to
There's always
kill.
something. You know what else I'd like to see is a how do I put this? A fat ship. The only like fat ship that we have in game is
The
the
Carrack?
Reliant ships.
I just
The
want to
Reliant.
bring up the
You know what I
Mirai
mean? I want
Guardian
a
is
ship.
kind of girthy.
No, I mean like one that is wider than it is long.
Girthy.
Well,
Yeah, girthy.
you just got that Drake.
Yeah, but that's just wings, right? If the wings come off, the body of the ship is still just a long tube.
Oh, I just
I
had
think
a
it would
Well,
be
thought.
no,
interesting to see
it's a
some like
poster of it.
big chonkin, extra wide. I have to buy 2 airline seats, hefty hefty wide ships. That's what I want to see.
You mean like the Starfarer? Not the Starfarer. The what's the one that does gas?
Starfarer.
Yeah,
The
Starfarer.
Starfarer.
Yeah, like the Starfarer.
No,
That's
the
like
Star.
a chunky.
No. The Starfarer is still longer than it is fat.
Yeah, but it's a big chungus though.
It's a chungus, but I want a chungusier. Chungusier.
Chungus.
Chunky.
What would you like? Like, how big are we talking?
I mean, any size ship could be fighters. Could be big ships, but definitely just some more variety in the shapes. I think we're getting my least favorite ships in the game are the ones that are space airplanes.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
You
like,
must hate Crusader.
Crusader?
So-
No, because theirs are definitely they're still more spaceshipy. Like I like the the C1. Those are nice, the Spirit and stuff. No, it's more the I'll get some flack for this, but I mean like the Hornet is like, it's okay.
That's lame.
I
The
really don't like
Vanguard?
the Vanguard. Definitely doesn't do it for me. Even the what's the Vanguard's big brother there? The
With the hoplite and stuff.
yeah, no, what's that the fan designed ship?
The Redeemer?
Redeemer, yeah. Even the Redeemer
Oh.
is just too airplaney in some way. I don't know.
The Redeemer looks like a Soviet B2 like clone. Or no, sorry, B1 clone experiment or
You're
whatever.
thinking of the Reliant.
Some of these ships are also
no, the
designed to
Redeemer.
operate in atmosphere.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
And that's
the
boring,
thing.
It's 950 years in the future. They got to figure something out by now, or they don't need aerodynamics. I mean, how about a giant cube? A giant cube with a huge crew, and you are going to join.
Mute him.
He just wants.
I don't know how to mute anyone with this new system, so it's just wild west now.
Wasn't the entire point this would be less?
I thought we were supposed to.
That's true. It's open
the
comms.
whole idea of the show was to communicate. Do you not like my communication?
No. I've never actually muted anybody.
You gave all the guests agency, and now if we wanted to mute them, we'd have to ask them first.
Yeah, dude. This is. Do you know why? Because we're just consolidating power.
Yeah, you're gonna need to speak to a senator if you want to.
This is
consolidating it into what?
The Outland.
It's gonna be something religious. Don't you worry about that.
We're starting a cult.
We're starting a cult.
Are we gonna be cannibals? I mean, we can print out some bodies.
Well, we're all gonna have jackets.
That's all.
Yeah, no.
Nice
I call
jacket.
dibs on designing our uniform.
Hey, Duke.
Hey, Wicket.
Did you know that when you take off vertically from a hangar that has the door above you instead of in front of you, did you know you could pitch your ship up to see if the doors are open?
Oh, get out of here, Wicket. I don't support this. I thought you were going to say a lot of the ships. I thought you were first of all, the Guardian you can look up. The RSI Zeus you can look up.
What sort of no skill, backcountry bumpkin moron would you look like if you're sitting there? Let me tilt my ship up to look where I'm going. Real pilots don't need to look where they're going.
What sort of ship?
Okay.
The new flight model won't allow
you city
that.
folk have it all figured out.
What sort of ship 950 years in the future won't have autopilot? My girlfriend's car can drive her to
because
Vegas
we've
and
established
back and
that
all through downtown LA.
AI is evil. It's all evil.
AI is evil. So
this is 1,000 years in the future, and 500 years in our future, all the Roombas started murdering the pets, and it just escalated from there.
Actually,
and so
do you know the lore reason why AI is illegal?
Yeah, well, because it was killing the colony ships and stuff, and the terraformation.
Well, it first started with the self-driving cars.
Let's be honest. It really started with the sex bots.
I'm sure they tried to cover that one up. That's why it's not in the history books.
I always cover up my sex bot.
As you should.
You should. Yeah. Otherwise, the UV rays are bad for the skin.
Oh, yeah.
The more you
Um,
work with AI, the less you think it's capable of taking over the world. Humans are just using it to just destroy themselves. But
yeah, but
it
AI in
itself,
900
hell
years,
no.
bro.
AI in 900 years is like, what? Okay, why is it got to be all bad? Like, why not like data and shit? Like, come on,
Because that's just how it goes,
C-3PO.
dude.
Because it drove a bunch of cars off of cliffs on Mars
Yeah, but we do that all the
in
time too.
Tokyo. But like all at once?
Yeah, we believe me, people drive their car. We have no problem doing that ourselves.
I
That's
wish
fair.
AI would drive my car.
Well, speaking of unsavory things, Wicket, you have a
Oh, were you
little
calling him
piece for us
unsavory?
today. No. No. But what he's going to talk about is a little unsavory. Wicket has a little piece for us about cheaters, specifically
Ooh.
cheaters in our favorite video games. Wicket did some research and found that there's quite a tale to be told right here. So I'm just going to give the floor to Wicket for a minute. Wicket, what's up with cheaters?
Well, yesterday I was doom scrolling YouTube, as you do, and somehow in my feed there came this video about this guy exposing all these cheaters and what was going on, and they went into in depth how this one guy was discovered as a potential cheater, and then the game they were playing, there's like anti-cheat or battle eye on it. I don't remember which version of anti-cheat they had on that particular game, but it didn't detect anything. And the guy was streaming, and he was streaming his screen, and there was no, like, the cheat overlays to show you where all the bad guys are and stuff that you're supposed to kill. None of that. I mean, it looked legit, except for the fact that it clued them into this guy maybe cheating. Was he was beating like a super high ranked player and team, and this is somebody that was like a nobody prior, and all of a sudden he's like competing with people that should wipe the floor with him. So that's a bunch of red flags. It's like, well, wait a minute, that's unusual. So they suspected it, and basically the only way to detect some of these cheats nowadays is to do an audit of the computer. So they use remote software to, they have the person's permission to remote in with him, and he's there while they're doing it, and they're able to check out the system. And that went down this whole rabbit hole of all these disabled devices and device manager, things that were unplugged, and virtual monitors that weren't virtual monitors, that were supposedly, oh, I sold this monitor, that's why it's not connected anymore. Anyway, it all boils down to nowadays the cheating community, the old cheats that people used to run on their computers that, like, gives you the little outline of the enemy, and where everybody is at in the game. This is mostly for first person shooters, but it could be used for anything, really. The cheats are all kind of still the same type of cheats that everybody's been using for probably the last 10 plus years. First of all, those cheats have become a lot more sophisticated. They run a lot leaner, right? And nowadays, these guys are using multiple external hardware devices and interconnects between the primary computer that's running the game or maybe streaming the game if they're a streamer on Twitch or something. All the inputs and outputs go through external devices, like an Arduino, and there's some other devices. I don't want to disseminate a bunch of information. It's already a lot of information out there. I'm not going to give the full names of everything, but the main thing that happens is this thing called DMA, and it's not a drug. It's not something illicit. It's just direct memory access. And what happens is what displayed on the screen goes through an external device, goes through another external device, goes into an Arduino, then ends up on a third device, which is a computer, usually a laptop or another computer, and the cheat lives and runs there. And then the mouse, the keyboard input, everything runs through these external devices, and then feeds from the secondary computer back into to the third-party devices. It's like an octopus of wires and boxes that interconnect all this shit, and then goes back onto the primary machine that's running the game that allows the cheat to function. It's crazy. And I was just befuddled because I knew there was all kinds of sophisticated ways of cheating, but I did not know we were at the level of this, because some of this external stuff we've used in the security field, that I work in IT for a living, and there's certain things that we've used externally for pen testing and device hardening in information technology, security, and network testing. And some of the same componentry and some of the same well, they're not necessarily exploit when it comes to security testing. It's just different ways to try to penetrate into systems. But they're using some of that similar type of technology to allow all this stuff to go down, and it's not detectable by anything. The only way you can detect it is be able to go have access to the computer, because there's some fingerprints that are left over unless they know how to scrub their system very, very well, which it'd be really hard to do because a lot of the stuff is actually logged into the Windows logs, and Windows logs are millions of lines of individual codes and logging that happens, and it's constantly happening. It's like your computer is getting filled with logs from Windows right now if you're running a Windows system. But the PC auditor can look through that and look for certain telltale markers and certain types of drivers that might hint towards, oh, this could be an exploit being used. The problem is that some of these exploits and some of these markers that are left behind, even when they disconnect all the external hardware, obviously when they let them come and do the audit and they do it remotely, all that shit's disconnected and thrown, there it's in a closet somewhere. But some of these markers that they find, they're also used in legitimate drivers and software and hardware implementations. So it's not cut and dry that, okay, we found this, that means he's guilty. So in the long and short of it, it's just amazing first of all, the lengths people will do just to win at all costs, which is kind of disconcerting, but I guess it's, this is the world we live in now. And then secondly, the stuff isn't that expensive. Even your average pleb, if you can afford to do online gaming and have a decent enough computer to do it, to be competitive, it's not that far-fetched for you to be able to purchase this hardware and then purchase the hacks themselves. They're like you have to actually buy a subscription to get the hacks because they're constantly being updated. Anyway, it was just very interesting and also very disconcerting, and just fuel to the fire that every time I do something, it's not me, it's somebody hacking.
I didn't realize that there was a subscription service to be able to cheat in video games.
Oh yes, that's been a thing for decades.
Yeah, but those same subscription services, the software that you got from that used to have to run on the host computer that hosted the game. Now they can run that on the secondary system that integrates into all the spaghetti and of hardware and software and connectors to manipulate the game on the primary machine.
And I mean, the thing about this is, especially with using Arduino and having to do all these things. I mean, by trade, this is what I do. I program ESP32 machines. I do product development and these types of things. And if you're capable of doing that, and your goal to spend all that money is to win at a game that really doesn't mean anything. I mean, like, seriously, this game actually doesn't mean anything. In fact,
Must not be
the only
playing
thing that
Star
makes
Citizen.
it, I mean, yeah, the only thing that makes it worthwhile is a community that is healthy and helpful and just having fun with each other. Even the person you're just trying to kill, and he kills you, you know what? You had a good time, So if you're spending all this money, all this talent, all this brain power to do this, to try to cheat, you have a personality disorder and you need to speak to a psychiatrist immediately. I
There's
am
a flaw.
serious.
There's a
even
flaw in
have.
what you're saying. So the people
No,
that are
because
making the people that have created this system, basically, it's like a system, basically, right?
yeah,
They're the ones that are making the money. They sell the parts, they sell the cables, they sell the
Mm.
software.
I completely
And
get that part.
the people who are cheating, they're just bads. And
Yeah, but they're
They're
these
just
are the
buying
type,
it.
these are the same type of people that, like in a game like Star Citizen, where you swipe to win. And I'm not saying, I know we're supporting and blah blah blah, but in real super serious pay to win games where all you have to do if you want to be the best is swipe.
Yeah.
These are the same type of people that will win at all costs. This is a malignancy that has invaded the minds of a lot of these younger gamers. And these aren't I guess in some cases it's older dudes. I don't think it's
Oh,
age.
I don't
think
think you can make it a
this
generational thing.
Star
No,
Citizen is a
I don't think so
millennial
at all.
game. I mean, come on, let's go.
Well, I'm not saying that
Bunch of
people in
40-year-olds.
Star Citizen, but like if there's any kind of most of this is affecting like first person shooters, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that the amount of money that could be spent on a game like Star Citizen, and the amount of money, and there's so many whales that have spent so much
Oh
on
yeah.
this title, I would not put it past anyone to I'm gonna have the leg up. I'm gonna spend a little bit more money and buy into all this crap. They're never gonna catch me. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
no, and then that's exactly what I'm saying is why these people who will spend these money, and I know you say it's like, okay, well, they'll spend the money, but there is some talent involved in this. They do the research, they know how to hook all these things up. They know that they have to download these APIs and go to this Git or whatever and install all those things, do the back end things, and
It's
plug
all
this in. Start,
handheld.
I get that, but I mean, it takes a certain amount of talent and know-how and the
Effort.
ability to research things and effort. And if they are doing that and spending all that money and that brain power, they could be putting that to like something artistic or refining something. But no, they do it to produce fake glory. That is a very, 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 and I'm just serious about this. It is a personality disorder. I mean, it is probably indicative of how they lead their whole lives. And they
Maybe.
probably think everybody's an asshole to them and everybody betrays them and blah, 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 blah. And if you're listening and you're one of these people that does this, go talk to a therapist about how maybe it's not everybody else, it's you.
Listen, that
New
that
title
might
for the
all be
show.
that might all be correct. That might all be correct, but they don't care. They just want to win, man. They
I
don't give a
know.
shit.
Does it feel like
I
winning
know.
though? The thing is,
For
I
them,
play Call of
for
Duty.
somebody who does that, it does.
Yeah, so
That's
my
how
shame.
sad it is. And that's how sad they are
Well,
because
Yeah.
they think that this fake glory that they killed someone in a game that didn't matter, that didn't do anything, seems to give them such like they build their lives on that. And it is sad. And I know they do that in the rest of their life. And I'm just saying.
Well, because it's
Yeah.
griefing. It's the same
Yeah.
as griefing. It's the same as
It's
like
worse.
SEAL Club. Yeah, it's worse, but it's
It's
this.
worse
It's
because they're
just the
going out
same.
of their way to set all this up, to pay for it. It's just
listen, the
worse.
setup part of this stuff, it's once you pay the money, right? They're going to give you step-by-step instructions. They even went over some of this in some of these videos I watched. The instructions is like anybody who can read English can follow this shit. It's simple.
Nah.
There's
You
no
know what?
skill
You're smart.
involved.
No.
There's
You're
listen.
smart.
There's
You're
listen.
smart. Hold on. You're smart. I need to let you know. You're smart. That's why it seems easy. Okay? There's a lot of
You're
smart
smart.
people in this
You're
room right now. There's a
beautiful.
lot of
If you can,
smart people
You're
in
special.
Star Citizen. But let me tell you something
Good looking.
that stupid people can't do this. Trust me.
And
Stupid
Listen.
people
gosh darn
don't
it,
even know
people
about
like
this.
you.
Anybody who uses a computer and is a gamer, they know how to plug in a USB stick. They know how to plug in a HDMI cable.
Execute a
It's
file.
it's
Whoa.
they know how to click
Wait,
on an
what was
icon.
that second one?
They
How do
know
you
how
do
to
that?
go to a website to download some
Hold
shit.
on, go back to
I'm
step
telling
one.
you, You don't have to be a genius to figure this shit out.
No,
I
but
had
you
my
do have to
kids
have
set
the
up all my
wherewithal,
websites.
and if you don't know, the ability to find out, and that's a incredible talent, especially right now. I mean, that's
Now,
basically the talent you need. I don't know, but I can make it happen because I'm gonna do it real quick, and I'm gonna find out. That's an incredible talent. Don't undersell them. They are smart. They're just assholes.
well, I'm not prosecuting the morals of it. Which I mean, obviously, it's immoral to to have this type of behavior. In my mind, anyway, in my moral compass, it is.
Yeah.
And cheating and not playing the game to play the game is just terrible. But having
It's
said
also
that,
lame.
that wasn't the purpose of explaining this. I'm just explaining that this is out there. This is some shit I came across yesterday, and I just wanted to
Oh yeah.
share it. It's crazy, and you know, the whole in the last couple of years, it's been the Tarkov scandal. You know, they had this whole idea, like everybody did the wiggle to let everybody know, oh yeah, I'm cheating, so you're cheating, we're wiggling at each other, so you know, I'll leave you alone, you leave me alone, kind of shit. That's crazy, and that went on all over.
You
And
know,
now Tarkov is released.
I gotta say, you have things like GTA 5, GTA Online, where everybody was cheating, but at some point, it got to the point where people were just cheating to not only protect themselves, but also just do ridiculous shit because the game got boring. And this is
Well,
not
that's different,
that
maybe.
type of situation. You
Yeah.
know, this is like I need to validate myself by
Well, it's I need to ruin someone's day.
yeah,
I need
they
to ruin
want
someone
someone to
else's
hurt.
good time. That's what it is. Yeah, because that's all you're doing. You're just ruining, and that's probably what these folks are getting from it. Because
Dude,
I can't imagine you're getting like any like when you do something cool in FPS or whatever, and like, oh man, your heart races a little bit. That's a good feeling. But if you're cheating, you're never gonna get that adrenaline rush.
yeah, you go to work the next day and you go, oh, dude, I was playing this last night. There was like 5 guys. I rushed in with the shotgun, boom, 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 boom. And I got the first 3, and then I chased the other 2 guys down, and then one tried to get me with a grenade, and boom, 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 boom. Nah, I mean, these guys can't go to work with those stories. They go to work with,
Oh, they can. They just
yeah,
make it up.
yeah. They just make this fake glory up as if, and they're just looking at the smiles, and it's just how sad.
It
Well,
is.
speaking of sad shit that's made up, I ship sales tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
Good
And
segue.
yeah. And the last ship, we just didn't talk about one last ship, and that's the RSI. Probably because there's no reason to talk about the RSI Salvager.
There's
I like
3
it.
we didn't talk about, but
Oh well, who cares? The RSI
Well,
Salvager. Who cares? I know it's a Star Citizen podcast, but who
wow.
cares, dude?
well,
Honestly,
Let's not
whatever.
talk,
that's
Ships,
just how
fuck,
I
that,
fuck
feel.
that shit.
whatever.
No shade at the people who made them and whatnot, but not my ship.
Can I say though, just for a second, that I like the position we're in where there's so much shit going on in Star Citizen and so many new releases and so many new things that we could just like, okay, well, we don't have to talk about that shit because that's whatever. That's not as glorious as the other shit.
Hmm.
Fucking Levski's back.
Oh yeah,
Levski's back.
have you even
Yep.
It is
said the
nice.
word Levski this whole night? Like,
No,
No.
Levski.
we haven't even talked about the kid. Let's
yeah.
tell us the lore, Cosmic, after we're done talking about the other thing.
Okay.
The other ship.
Well, we did that last episode, and nobody
I think
listened.
we talked about that.
Well, what do the people want? Like,
What do the
what do the
people want to
metrics
hear?
say?
Yeah. Well, people of Levski, my people,
Lend us your voice.
tell
Yes.
us what you want to hear in the comments. But we may or may not listen. I'm going to be honest.
And then we'll call you commie liberals.
Yeah.
Get
we'll
outta
call
We
you
here.
will insult you. We're in our
Even
shock
that-
talk
if
phase.
you didn't hear the past 15 minutes, we will call your lives worthless and shame you.
Yeah.
Get a job.
But we'll do so having a good time playing our favorite space game. Levski. So the RSI Salvager, it has no interior. You just like go in the front of it like you did with that like tank ship.
If you'd like pause for a second, we would have had a good segue back into it. because its name is Salvation. And he could have
Yes.
said something like, "Oh, let's see if we can salvage this and
Is
find
that coming out,
salvation."
Hobo?
Yeah, it's an RSI ship. Tomorrow's RSI.
I like it. It looks cool. I mean, I
I
like that
think it's fine.
configuration. Yeah. I
I think
like
it's
the
good.
golem. The
We need more
golem is
salvage
fun.
ships. Oh, that's another possible segue. Golem. There's a new golem coming. The Ox.
Oh.
What?
Freighter.
Yeah, salvage carrier, or not salvage carrier.
Freighter.
Cargo carrier. Yeah, small
Little
cargo carrier.
pocket freighter.
Wait, how much cargo?
Trying to remember the numbers up to 64 CU, I think.
It's not bad. I like that.
No. So at this point of the show, guys, I want to go around, give everyone a couple minutes. We'll go in order. We'll start with Duke. I want you to tell me very shortly, in like a couple minutes, what's your dream ship for Star Citizen? Try to keep it within the game. Someone's gonna be in the game.
Okay, all right. I mean, my dream ship right now would just be the Starlancer build. That's it.
Oh,
Short
really?
and simple. I have my Starlancer. I'm holding on to it. I'm looking at upgrading so that I can go out there and build some bases with it.
You have the Starlancer cargo and you're loving it.
Correct. Yeah, I have the Max. I'm not loving it. It's janky to load up. I feel like they should have done something different with the cargo. I tend to grab the raft for cargo instead, to be honest. And that hurts, it's disappointing.
Okay. Hobo, what would your favorite ship look like? What would it be?
I decided this long ago, like a decade ago now, almost probably. It's the Merchantman, the Manau Merchantman. That's my ship. That's the one I was going to build a fleet around, and that originally was a tiny fleet of like 3 ships. It's grown, but the Merchantman, hands down.
Interesting. What's it about the Merchantman in particular?
It's alien. I think it's gorgeous. It's got huge crew amenities. It's got large storage space for cargo. I like the
Huge
bazaar,
tracts of
the
land.
marketplace. Huge tracts of land. But I like it. It's cool. I know it's one of those ships that I hope will come out while I'm still alive.
So do you have it?
Oh yeah, I've got 2 technically, but one's gonna probably become something else.
All right. I was wondering if you were going to CCU to it with your Perseus CCU bond.
No, I'm actually gonna use. I have 2 right now, 2 merchant. It was kind of an accident to end up with 2 because long ago they were really cheap and I bought one and then I didn't have LTI on it. So I'm like, oh, I'll melt this and I'll just upgrade this P72 to a merchantman back when that wasn't such an insane concept because it was cheap, relatively speaking.
All right. Lord Anubis, what's your favorite ship in Star Citizen look like? What's it sound like? What's it taste like?
Like my dream ship that would be in this.
It doesn't have to be a ship that exists. It could be an iteration on a ship or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess I would want it to be about 442 meters long,
I know this is
by
going.
470 meters wide.
I already know
Nice
the
big
size
saucer.
dimensions. How did I know the size
2
dimensions?
wonderful nacelles. 8 Type X phaser arrays, 5 photon torpedo tubes. At least 30 decks. With a good pod on top that launches Type 1 shuttles that have hollow EMTs, so you could do mass planetary evacs and then take them back to triage. And then, like you have like your 4 shuttle bays so they can just receive them and you can have all your patients and they can be in like holodeck wards where they could be taken care of, in their native environment. So it's best for the patient recovery. Wait. Yeah, Star Citizen. I don't know. I mean, that's like cool shit, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, they come up with such original shit. I really can't predict anything for me. I mean, I don't want everything that does everything. You know, I just want I want my specialized ships, maybe some more artistic ships, but I can't really think of anything that I'd want from them.
All right. Wicket, what about you? What's your dream, baby?
My dream looks a lot like a Mirai Guardian MX with size 5 weapons ×4. Very thick and working hull armor.
Look at you.
Big, thick shields.
Yeah, thick.
Heavy.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Heavy thrusters.
Tell us more.
An elevator that could accommodate a size 2 SCUI box for
Oh, yeah.
small.
Accommodate that box.
Alternatively, a Mirai Pulse could also fit in the elevator.
Oh man,
Then
more.
to top
How you gonna
off
slide that
this
in?
layer cake of awesome, we would add a
Cake.
bed into the back of the ship where I could log
Oh
off.
yeah, nice
Come in my
big
bed.
Get
Yeah,
at least
a
6
double.
people there.
A double.
Oh, it's up. Oh god.
A
Why don't you
double
get that-
king. Hell yeah.
And when you're not using it, it could just be a bondage chair. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You probably people
Reasonable.
know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, no, seriously though,
Like we've gone
mean,
off the rails.
you know, the whatever the ships change all the time. Right now, I don't know. I just like the aesthetic of that ship, but I think
Yeah, Wicket, would you upgrade your Guardian to like a 3-seater version? It's just like the same thing, a little bit bigger, got everything you want in it. Would you upgrade to that?
maybe.
You
I
know,
mean,
you
that
can come
Guardian
up when
used
you
to be a
become thruple.
Sulin. I bought a Sulin. Yes, I was one of the crazy ones.
Ooh.
Ew.
Have
Why
an
would you?
eclectic taste.
I hate the
Because
fact that
it
I
was
have
a
a Sulin.
tripod. It was a tripod. I mean,
I bought my
it was
brother a
something
Sulin.
different. You had to fly. You had to take off vertically. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just. I thought it was
It's that-
cool, man.
It's that stupid ship from Star Trek First Contact that the Vulcans came out of. It's dumb.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it came from. It was just something different. It was totally unique, and
It's
still
the
is
dumbest ship. And I hate it.
for what it is. You know, and for the cost of like 4 or 5 of those ships, you get a Guardian MX that you can't even log off in space.
I mean,
That's the crime.
Look, just advice to everybody out there: if you're thinking of buying a Sulin, don't make that mistake. Don't do this. Don't go down the same path that Wicked did. Just go to the exec hangar, and you know what? Hey, at
Chances
least you
are
won't
you're
be
gonna get one
disappointed
there.
when you see it. Yeah,
And dude,
because
now
it'll be
everyone
there.
has a guild to just go to the exec hangar.
Well, you
fools are just
do
gonna
if
get
you
murdered.
join Redscar. Seriously, like
We're an
like
old
go-
Earth. We're an old Earth guild that
Old Earth Guild.
used to be a railroad crew from old Earth that got shuttled into deep space and became a starfaring guild. Yes.
Wicket,
is
send this
not
to me and I'll
part
make
of
sure we
our-
update the website.
That is not part of our org lore, but if I can do a commercial for the org
fanfic.
for a moment,
I'll
to
allow
appease
it. I'll allow it.
Murphy,
Yeah.
I do want to say, hey, you know what? Look, it's hard to find community online, especially when you're in chat and you got a bunch of
Oh
trolls.
my god.
You know, if you're a decent person, if you actually like other people and want to be part of something where
Should we have to like people?
we
I
we
feel
go
like this
wreck
is all
shit
false
up, but
advertising.
we also want to help that person. I'm gonna put it this way: our leader, every time he gets into something and he feels that, man, I kind of rolled that person a little bit hard, he goes and helps that person. They eventually come and they join our crew and they become part of our family. I mean, and sometimes I really do mean that. I gotta say, Wicket the other day helped me through some things that were very hard, and I'm glad he was there to help me with that. And thank
Is
you,
this
Wicket.
more
for that.
dick jokes?
No, this is not dick jokes.
It
We just
is
did the
now.
whole thing with the pulse and
No, I'm serious. This is serious. This is something that is probably the biggest issue of my life right now. And he gave me some really great advice and some really great insight onto life. And I'm not saying that's going to be everyone's experience in Red Scar, but I will say that these things are possible. And if you're looking for people who are decent people, and if you're a decent person yourself, then
Red
join
Scar's
us.
for you.
Redscar.org. Redscar.org. It's very easy to log into. Join our Discord, start talking to us. Talk to us. We'll help you with
Right.
anything, honestly. We're bored. We want to do something. Help us. Please.
All right, we're gonna
We're
charge
bored.
more for that ad. It's,
Yeah.
He's gonna have to
that's
pay
Yeah.
up, dude.
yeah. It's
Redscar.org.
totally gonna go on the tab.
So, look, thank you for asking. My favorite ship would be the 400i, but not the 400i. I like I like the double deck, the 3-seater double deck.
Yeah.
It needs to be cozier. The cockpit needs to be cozier. I don't like those wide,
You want a cozy
spacious
cockpit?
cockpits. I want like Millennium Falcon. Yeah, cozy cockpit. And then the nose on that thing is horrific. Give me like a double decker explorer ship, similar in I guess in ideation, similar in theory to the 400i. And then
So you
also the
want a
400i, you're
500i.
no, but I don't like the origin aesthetic. That's the thing. But I like the
Blasphemy.
idea of the ship.
How
But you
about
can't
Sig
you
sells out and licenses like just actual fucking like Millennium Falcons and shit? Let's do that.
No. What? No. It's not a Millennium Falcon, although it is. I like the Millennium Falcon cockpit, but like it's just the notion that like it's a ship for running. Like it's a ship made for running away, right?
Yeah.
It's got high shields, high speed. 3, it's a small enough crew. You can put, all your cargo and stuff in it. And it's got a big old fuel tank. That's why I got the Zeus, because I like the big old fuel tank. I don't want to have to stop all the time. You guys are like, oh, meet me in Pyro. One of you has to stop at the jump gate to refuel. I'm zipping past you. I'm zipping past you very fast because I have an XL1, anyone tries to come at me, I just turn around and run away. And as long as my shields can hold out, that's all I need. But we don't have enough of those in the game. It's all fighters and RSI and Drake.
I agree. More running
Well,
away. That's what this game needs.
let's-
Yeah, 400
I
was
will
a good
say-
word.
Less engagement, more just running away.
More coward.
Yes, please.
I will
please.
say, let's give this year some credit on this one, because I know we're saying it's all RSI and Drake, but we've had the Idris, we've had the Perseus,
The Mariah
that's
Gardner
RSI.
MX.
Both of them really good
Perseus is
at running
RSI.
away.
Yeah, they're great at running away. They're also game-changing ships, which
For
is
now.
original. We haven't had. Yeah, for now. I mean, but we haven't had anything for a while. We've had let's say the Woof, which I've gone to appreciate since
Wait a minute.
Cosmic
Did you
kinda
call it
taught
the
me
Woof?
about
The wolf.
the Woof.
The wolf wolf.
The Woof
What would
Woof.
you call it?
A
Wolf.
Wolf.
I would call it a wolf with an L. I'd put an L in there.
Did you
Oh
notice?
my
Does the new
God.
Wolf not have the stupid fin in the back?
That's
It's
still
another
there.
new
It's,
ship we didn't
they
get to
put
talk
a-
about.
They put a
Oh,
button on
God.
there so you can retract it whenever you want.
You can
Yeah,
put
so-
your
it's
kickstand
never
there.
tracked.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna put this in the beginning for everyone. This is the end of the show, but I'm gonna put it in the beginning, okay? So
Mess with
everyone
people's
hears it.
sense
The
of
new
time.
That way.
the new Woof doesn't have the underfin. It's got
No
like a
pee-pee.
different fin. Yeah, no pee.
The new what?
No
The
PP.
Woof.
Wolf.
The new Woof.
No
Wolf
PP
wolf.
Wolf. It's been neutered.
Awoo.
No
They
more
took it to the
kickstand.
vet.
No.
How's it going to stay
You like
upright when
to
it parks?
howl like a wolf on his wolf.
Wait, hold on,
His wolf
Wicked.
and his wolf.
I'll just say, if you pet it very nicely, you might still see its
You
fin.
might make the little thing pop out.
All right. Well, the patch
This
is
is a
out, ladies and
disaster.
gentlemen. It is time. We're at the hour and a half mark. This is where we usually cut it. Look, unless you guys want to go double time, unless you want to talk about all the ships, but I say cut it out, Sandy Roberts. Cut it out, Chris Roberts. Cut it out, CIG. Take a break.
Oh, they
No,
will.
Take a
go
break.
Take a
Right
break.
after
harder.
Take
they
a break.
right after
No.
they drop in.
Yeah, no, they need to do something. I've been stuck on the elevator at Levski for the last 5 minutes or so. So
Well, at least you
I-
got in.
I'm still
Look,
did
sitting
get
in the
in.
front of Cadoil's turret, one of Cadoil's turrets on the Perseus.
Oh,
I think.
everything is breaking down right now. It's really bad.
1 second though.
It's patch day.
1 second though. Hold on. Because at this point we need to be very serious about this and say thank you. Because yes, we're playing 4.4, right? We're having trouble getting in. It's obviously popular, right?
Are you still not
Everybody's
in?
trying to get in. I'm about to get in. Let me play. Yeah, confirm. There we go. I'm choosing Levski because I'm a sadist or masochist.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyway,
That's
Thank you.
where I am.
I'll meet you there.
But the thing is that we got Pyro, we got the Perseus, we've got the what's the other, the Polaris, we got the Idris, we've got several different game style modes, we've got Onyx, we've got all these things, and I know I've been critical, but I do got to give them credit because honestly, this has been a lot in a year, and I'm very happy that they've been able to achieve what they have. And even if these technical hiccups are here, just look. Hey, thank you. I mean, it's a lot to work with, especially developing shit on the fly.
Notably, we got 2 star systems in less than 52 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
At this
we're gonna
rate,
get more.
Granted, one
the
is in
game might
partial
release
state.
in 2050.
No, I don't think so. Honestly, look,
Well, we're supposed to have 100 systems, right?
No,
No.
they
No,
pared that
it's
back a while
5.
ago.
You saw a lot. It's 5 now.
So this hasn't gotten
Five.
last year.
Yeah,
5,
he
and if
means
they
100 when it's all
So
done.
since when has Star Citizen started sticking to what they say?
well, they actually did talk about that. They did say, "Hey, look, we said 100 systems. That's a little unrealistic for the scope of game that we're doing because that would be a little bit larger than what would be feasible for literally everybody to be able to navigate." And
Install
that
on their
makes sense.
SSDs.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, but the thing is that I mean, their tools will get better and they are using AI. If you're programming and you're not using AI, then you're really falling behind, and I'd advise you, hey, stop being so stubborn. Make your money. But at the same time, I mean, that's a benefit for us because I don't see 5 coming. I see possibly more because they're going to have better tools. Today, with everybody getting into Levski, getting in to celebrate the birth of a new system, I really do think that we're looking at a much better future right now.
Damn, there's just too much positivity here. Somebody's got to curb it.
I'm not going
Here
to
are
drag
the
it
things
down.
we don't have.
Happy to hear this for once.
Yeah, no. I mean, I agree. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. I'd like to see just a little competition. Be that from the orgs having territory, right? There needs to be some kind of overall some macro narrative that we the players are competing against each other in.
Yeah, redscar.org. Send us an email telling us you want to fight us and you hate us and beat our ass, and we'll just come over and
No,
beat
that's
your
not
ass.
what I mean. I mean, CIG needs to develop some kind of, if it's the UEE is invading Levski and you have to choose between the People's Alliance and the corporations, all right? Then we'll see where all of your allegiances lie. Wicket.
Huh?
Huh?
Hurston Stooge.
Hurston Stooge, fucking Crusader simp. Yeah, I think you do that, and Duke's always harping on about the economy,
The economy.
right?
I think if they can
Windows.
deliver the Cruise Lux, on patch day, I think we're moving in the right direction, folks.
with the canon, the completely 100% canon, 20% slam by volume.
Listen, don't listen to him, Cruise family. We all know it's a big.
You got your Cruise fam here. Yeah.
Well, if you've made it this far into the show, I just want to let everybody know we are going to have a double show this week. If you didn't get enough of us this week, we're going to do another show on Friday specifically for the Europeans.
Oh,
We've
the
had some
Europeans.
I can't
yeah,
wait
baby.
to
Look at that.
bore. Oh my god, just to be able to bore the Europeans with their...
Can we show them some respect, everybody?
No,
These
no,
are
they got
these
better
are
than us. Fuck
members
them.
and friends.
I'm an
Fuck them with
American.
their level-headed people.
Yeah,
Fucking caring about their
We
populace.
declared the
Fuck
hey, they're
them.
doing
independence
some
from
crazy
Europe
stuff. Listen,
2,000 years ago.
Yeah, sticking up for the little guy. Fuck them.
So we're gonna do a show on Friday. It'll be a European times, about 7 p.m. or 1900, as they say in Europe.
We're losing already.
That'll be 2 p.m. Eastern, and I guess 11 a.m. Pacific time. Anubis.
When is this?
This is gonna be Friday. So if you're in the Discord, I put it in the Discord. You can check it out. There's an events tab in the Discord. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that events tab into one of the channels down below. I'm going to figure that out later. And then we're going to take a break. We're going to take a little break during the week of the holiday. However, you can catch Lord Anubis and Duke Lato II, both of whom will do a little stream during the holiday in case you wanted to grab your what is it? What's the thing? The armor? The armor drop.
Armor.
There's a Twitch drop.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna do a little streaming on Friday. Lord Anubis and Duke are gonna do a little streaming whenever they feel like it. We'll put the schedule up there.
I
watch
do
it.
got to coordinate that because I would actually like to do that with Duke if that is possible. Because I think that we can both do a nice role play of Dune. What chapter house? Maybe we'll do a
Listen,
we'll
I'm
do
not
a
doing any
RP
role playing of Dune
of
with
the
you
entire
because
novel.
I know for a fact that beef swelling is going to come up at one point or the other, and I do not consent.
Look, the Chome demands it of you.
No.
So keep that on your eyeballs, sockets, feeds to look out for. Anyway, this is Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. We're going to end the show here. We'll see you again on Friday. But as we do at the end of every show, we're going to go around the table and ask each and every person what they want to say to Chris Roberts, CNG, or you, the lovely people on the internet. We're going to start with Hobo, you were the last one to call in. Anything you want to say to CAG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
When you get engineering in this year, as that seems to be the goal, please get the new Idris in too. So, the biggest ship in the game can have actual engineering.
There's just like a lot of phallic kind of talk this episode.
Penis.
Biggest, hardest.
Guys need to get out and touch some grass or something.
Or touch some
I touched
cock.
a lot of grass today. I ran around and I touched so much grass.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and cut
All right.
more
Maybe
grass.
there's another problem. I don't know.
What kind of grass are we
Wicket.
talking about?
Wicket, anything you want to say to CAG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Well, Sandy and Chris, here we are once again at the end of another show that you didn't pay any attention to, and that you'll never listen to me complain to you or ask you for any favors. But as engineering is about to be released, we're going to be ripping that fire extinguisher off the wall, and you know what I want to do with mine. What do you want to do with yours? That is all.
We should force them to listen to it. We should find out where they're staying at the next con and then just set up a loudspeaker outside their hotel.
The thing is like he just like Disneyed
over
this.
and over.
He didn't say what he wanted. He's like, you know what I want to do with my fire extinguisher. So now they have to go back to like a previous episode and like listen through it till they get to the part. This is like Star Wars. Yeah,
this is breadcrumbs.
They got to go to the
This is a
Open
narrative
Comms
device.
wiki and look
My
up
God.
Wicket and his lore.
Listen, stop pulling the curtain away. You're going to expose the wizard. Stop it.
Expose.
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 You know what I want to do with mine. What do you want to do with yours?
Yep.
What
We're
is going
just
Let's
on?
expose it.
good
What the hell
guy.
is going on? I
Pull it
don't
on
know.
out. Whip it. Whip it,
Lord
Wicket.
Anubis, it's your time. Anything you want to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, those people on the internet?
Well, to be a little more consistent in my sickening sweetness today, I want to say thank you for your development in this game. And as someone who has been trying to develop products for a couple years and having to kind of go through all this without major backing or anything like that, besides, the people who did believe in me, I can understand that it's hard. And today's achievement of having Nix and having the rest of the ships that you're providing and everything in 2025, honestly, with the acceleration of a lot of things, and giving us something to talk about literally every single day. I'm not kidding. I found friends, I found community. We've all found friends and community, sometimes support that goes beyond what we would think in just a video game could be possible, and is made possible because of the efforts of you guys and your devs. And your devs have been amazing, and I know that they've been working their fingers to the bone and trying to get this out because they're proud of it, and they should be, because it's amazing. Thank you.
Anubis, the end thing is supposed to be like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I wanted to pontificate for a while, and sound important.
Anubis, you know the format. We don't have
I
much
know the
format.
format. The format is
This is
random
your
as
warning.
fuck.
Maybe
This
we
is
should
the
have like
format.
we should have like some set music that we can just turn on. Like
Oh,
at the Oscars.
wow.
Violins.
What
That
are
would
you,
be
the
rude as
Oscars all of a sudden?
fucking
You're gonna play
hilarious.
them out?
Have the hook come out.
Like we can't reach them with the hook, so we gotta rely on music.
Okay,
You're gonna
yes.
play them out.
Yes, just the next time I start believing in shit and start getting like
No, yeah,
How
human
dare
we'll
and
knock
you.
it
real about
down.
this shit, go ahead and play me out
He's
like
a
just have that metaphorical like
All right.
that audio version of the giant shepherd's hook and just pull me up like this. Oh god.
It's
Da, da, da,
happening.
da, da.